What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Steve's Random Stuff. Hey, today I am back out here on Lake Sonoma. It's been a couple months since I've been here. As you can see behind me, it is pretty foggy this morning. It's about 7:20 a.m. Water temperature 67.9. So I'm not sure what to expect today. Should be fall transition, although daytime temps have been up in the 80s. Today's supposed to be 80 degrees. Yesterday I think it was around 85 up here, and nighttime lows have only been in the 50s, the kind of low to mid 50s overnight lows, so not super cold. So may not have the fish pushed into the creeks. I'm just going to try here by the bridge and work my way over to maybe Warm Spring side and try some things, try some topwater, try some reaction baits and stuff, and kind of go from there. I did look at some of my past reports on my my fishing log that I keep, and based on that, most of the bites seems like in past years have been on main lake and down 40 to 50 feet. So we'll see if that still holds true. I am marking a lot of fish down here in that 35, actually about 40-foot range. There's a lot of stuff down there on the graph. Anyways, we'll see what happens, and I'll give you an update later. As far as the ramp goes, the ramp is pretty much down to one lane. The left side, or the right side of the lane as you're looking down, is kind of silted over and thick with sand, so you're pretty much down to the one lane next to the dock. So but launching was fine, no problems there. It's just, like I said, single lane. Anyways, we'll give you an update later on, see how it goes, see if we can get some topwater bite in this fog, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching. Just had a smallmouth hammer my swim bait. Missed the hook though. Alright, nothing on the underspin so far, just that one hit. Should say is it's not that cold out. You know, I had a sweatshirt on, I took it off. I have my jacket just because it's wet with all this fog. So if you're coming up here, just be prepared for this morning wetness with the fog and the dew. The boat's wet, although it's parked in the garage all the time. So wear appropriate clothing. Like I said, it's going to be about 80 degrees out here today, so I'll eventually shed all this off once it gets hot. But we'll just keep going down the bank and go back to some topwater baits. I think I'll pull out the rip bait as well and throw that and see what happens. Thanks for watching. All right, folks, I made all the way down to the marina. See that behind me? Still a lot of overcast this morning, and had one blow up on the popper, and had a one bite on the high-tech swim bait, and that was it so far. So I'm gonna make a move, head on over to Warm Spring side, try some of the coves over there, and see what we can do. May have to just pull out the plastics, Ned rigs, Texas rig, maybe even drop shot, and try some different baits. Got some swimmers out here in the water. You can see over here. We got some swimmers. Say good morning. Yeah, just be on the lookout for people out in the water swimming. They got floats with them to help identify them. So just keep an eye out if you're out here on the lake, and I'll give you an update later on. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work, but yeah, I'm cruising along. See, these are all fish down in here. Got the side imaging on and down view. Kind of of shows it as flickering, but it's just kind of the frame rate difference. But those fish are all down 40 to 50 feet on there. All right, what's happening, everybody? Thought I'd give you a quick midday update. The fall funk continues for me. Kind of started 2 weeks ago at Lake Berryessa, where I caught 5 keepers in 2 days over there. I get over here and haven't caught one yet. Had a few bites this morning. I had another bite on a fluke. I saw some fish busting. Threw a fluke over there and hooked into one, but it was small. But over here on the Warm Spring side, I'm actually kind of surprised how dirty the water is. It's pretty stained, maybe 2 to 3 foot visibility. There is a bit of a north wind today, and it's kind of blowing on that far bank in the ski area over here on the Warm Spring side. Created a pretty good mud line over there. So I went ahead and tied on one of my favorite Mr. B spinnerbaits. I showed this one in the past. Shad color, a little bit of chartreuse in it, but really great Mr. B spinnerbait. 1/2 ounce, and threw this along the mud lines. I figured I can get something reaction up there on the mud lines, and then tried a couple crankbaits. I had that DT10 Rapala on there in the blueback color, and I switched over to a speed trap with the chartreuse blueback because of that dirty water. I thought maybe I'd get something in the mud lines. It's always good to crank those mud lines, regardless of where you're at. But overall, the water is fairly dirty. Been throwing a jig a lot. I started out with the Mr. B 1/2 ounce, the purple sculpin color. This is a really awesome color for this lake. Caught a lot of fish on these, and I got paired up with a Yamamoto twin tail hula grub. The hula grub gives it a little bit more flair than just a regular straight tail grub, but I was throwing that for a while. But then, like I said, with this dirty water, I switched over. Want to go a little deeper to another Mr. B football head in black and blue, and just trying to get it down deeper. I've been fishing everywhere from the bank down to like 50 feet. When I came out of the narrows over there on the main ski area, I was marking a lot of fish down in that 40-foot range. And they were kind of suspended around 40 in like 50 to 55 foot of water. So I even tried spooning. I think I put most of those away already, but I tried a couple different spoons. I even tried one of the big KVD sexy shad, the big spoons. Tried that for a little bit, chucking it out there and just letting it flutter down. Those, with those flutter spoons. Tried that. Tried a couple other smaller spoons, the blade spoons, but couldn't get anything on that. Then using Ned rigs, shaky heads. Even pulled out the old drop shot. Tried that. Marking a lot of fish, a lot of bait in the water. Seeing a lot of stuff on the live scope. I said live scope's really good for seeing fish, but of course it's not going to put fish in the boat. But I think the big advantage, or the big I think plus of using that, is just seeing where your bait is running. I was throwing swim baits and crankbaits and spinner baits, and when you pick up that bait in the water on the live scope, you can see what depth that's running at. So that's really kind of been the big help, just knowing where your bait's running. If it's running at 10 feet or 15 feet, maybe you want to get it down to 20, but you see that bait in the water column and it's not where you want it, so you can let it sink a little bit more. So that's been a big plus with the live scope. The other thing is it does help you kind of locate humps. I've used it elsewhere where I knew there was a hump in the area, but I couldn't find it just by motoring around. So I flicked on the live scope, did a couple quick pans around the water, saw the bottom come up, and I found it within seconds of turning on live scope. So that saved me a lot of time in searching for that hump that I knew was there. I just couldn't locate it. But anyways, like I said, the struggle continues. Gonna keep throwing the Mr. B jig here. I would also throw, not sure where it's at. I threw a swim bait, the Kitech, in the 4.3 size. I went to the larger Mr. B swim bait head, like in a 1/2 ounce, just to get it down deeper. And again, getting it down to that 30-40 foot range and just slow rolling it like a spinner bait. Just try getting it down there where the fish are. And again, no bites on that. But anyways, it's little after 12:30. Keep at it, and I may go over to the main lake and try some points over there and see if I can get down there deep with a drop shot or something. But anyways, that's the report. Water temperature is just over 70, almost 71 right now. I'm in the back of this cove. Like I said, I've been fishing out on the main lake of Warm Springs, just trying different things. Fishing in the wind, you know, and just trying to fish those wind-blown banks. And that wind is kind of chilly, so that may have something to do with it. But I came into the back of this cove just to see what's back here. Probably sitting in about 10 foot of water, almost to the end here. But like I said, a lot of fish in the water, a lot of bait. Full moon going on right now, so maybe they're just gorging themselves at night. But anyways, that's the update for now. Hopefully I get something by the end of the day, and we'll check back with you later. All right, folks, it's about a wrap for today. Got one line out. Gotta get back, but man, tough day fishing overall. Not one keeper in the boat today. It's not often I get skunked, but today was one of those days. Fish anywhere from the bank out to 50 feet. Fish fast, fish slow. You know, reaction baits. Drop shotting right now off the point on the main lake. Water temperature out here in the main lake is about 69.5. Warmest I saw over in Warm Springs was about 71.5. Water clarity is a little better out here, but it still has a little stain to it. When I was coming back over to this side of the lake, I did see a guy over by the bridge, caught a fish. That was the only one I saw today. Saw another guy that I know who's been fishing this lake a long time, knows it really well, fishing over on Warm Springs side today. We're fishing fairly close, you know, where I can at least see what they're doing. Did not see them catch a fish at all in the morning, and then they took off and came towards this direction. But yeah, tough bite. Don't know what's going on with these fish, but the fall funk continues. So probably next time out we'll probably be on the Delta, Redwood Empire Bass Club tournament out there on the Delta later this month. So I'll have to get out there. And just to give you a quick update on the Ionic batteries. All right, real quick on the Ionic batteries. This is the third day fishing with this charge. I have not charged them since I got back from Berryessa. I fished 2 days up there. When I got home, they're about 65%, and right now I'm sitting at about 47% battery. Again, that's 3 days of fishing on a single charge, so these things are hold up really well. The starting battery is almost 100%, so doesn't use much on that, and again it recharges whenever the motor is running. So really happy with these batteries. If you have not checked out lithium batteries, you do need to check them out, whether they are Ionics or another brand. I really like these batteries because you can check the status of the charge on your phone, so really kind of helps you keep track of your batteries throughout the day and on multiple outings. So like I said, that's it for today. I'm gonna head in. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. Lake's somewhat quiet, not too much traffic on the lake. Some recreational boaters and jet skis out here today, but not too busy, so it's kind of nice. Again, check out the Mr. B lures. The purple sculpin, awesome color. I also got the watermelon color here with a little bit of purple on it, sprayed grass color. This is an awesome bait as well. And check out those swim bait heads if you're throwing Kitex or other swim baits. The swim bait heads are really great. They have that big deep throat hook on them, and of course the spinner baits, you can never go wrong with those spinner baits. They're awesome, and I've caught a lot of fish on them. Anyway, so thanks for Mr. B Lure for the sponsorship. Anyways, tight lines everybody, and we'll catch you next time. Have a good one. All right, everybody, quick update from the parking lot. I talked to a guy on the boat ramp. He had a really nice aluminum boat, you know, all decked out with downriggers and everything. I asked him how the steelhead fishing was. He said, well, the steelhead fishing wasn't good, but I caught a whole bunch of bass trolling down 50 to 60 feet of water. He said he caught a bunch of smallmouth and I think some largemouth too. Anyways, that kind of shows you where these fish are positioned right now. They're down deep, 50, 60 feet. I guess trolling's the way to get them, but that's not how we bass fish normally. But anyways, that's your update for today. Thanks for watching. hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll catch you all next time. Have a good day.